So I was walking along today. I've noticed this before, never really thought about it, but that is a parking space. But if a car parks there, they'd be blocking half of this exit, or entrance, whatever the hell it is. So yeah, that's failed design right there. So you see this pillar over here, right? I went over against one of those pillars, sit down and eat my lunch, as I will demonstrate right here while somebody drives by. And it was soaking wet. So I got a wet spot against the back of my shirt. And then we got these people. I'm not the only one who comes up here to get away from everybody for a few minutes during lunch. I got company today. Okay, so there I was doing the yard work, and I got to the point where I was about to blow the... Well, I didn't actually get to the point where I was about to blow the leaves and stuff off, blow the grass down. The whole time I was mowing, the guy next door had already mowed and was using his new backpack blower to blow the grass off of his driveway and everything. And it's like, it took him, he sat there and played with it for like an hour. I think he just gotten the blower or something. But something he did was blow a bunch of grass and stuff out in front of my house. And I was sitting there going, what is this guy doing? So I blew everything off. Sorry about the wind. I came back out here and it's all gone again. So clearly my neighbor must have just gotten that blower, because he was out here for playing with it for an hour, blowing everything in the world off of his property. He must have come back over here and blown the access off of my property as well. So that's all I can think of, is he just got the new blower. I guess that's a good enough reason to clean up your neighbor's yard. But we got a new toy. Dad came over this afternoon. I meant to film it and never did. This guy. I know I've complained before. I've got that plug up there, and I've got one plug back here in the back of the garage. That's it. That's all I've got for outlets. So my dad bought me this for my birthday, and it's got the whole click thing going on. I wanted it down low enough so Nat and Ellie could get a hold of it, but it wasn't on the car, so it's good. It'll miss the car. But I've been needing something like that for a long time. This mower, this damn mower is gonna last forever. It's on its 6th or 7th year. Now, yeah, I got that when I first bought the house. So that was one of my first purchases for the house, was this mower. I've done absolutely nothing to it except change oil and occasionally sharpen the blade, and it's gonna last forever. And the problem is, I want something with a self-propel, and I'm gonna have to get it because I'm getting too old to push this thing around. This thing's gonna kill me. This thing is gonna outlast me. So I may just have to put it out on the driveway. Free runs. I bet the garage door won't hit the ground before it's gone. Because running lawnmowers go quick, no matter where they are, no matter what you're doing. Anything that runs, I think it's still in one piece, goes like that. Even if you're selling it. So that's a little life update. I did not mow the backyard. It looks like a jungle back there already. But I last mowed in late December, and just mowed today, and the backyard really needs it. One funny thing, this weed eater was running like crap last year, and I had some problems with it. I could weed eat the whole front yard, and I'd start on the back, and it would crap out on me, and I'd have to let it sit for a while. Well, I just did that today. I did the whole place. Never really stopped except to play with the cable, play with the string to get it to work a couple of times to untangle it, and the weed eater went the whole way. It did the whole plantation, and I didn't really hiccup. I didn't notice any downside to it. It only died on me once when I set the back end of the grass. Of course, it does that sometimes. Did that when it was new. And all I can think of is I must have had some bad mixed gas before, because as soon as I flushed out the little drop of gas that was in the bottom of it, and I started running on the gas I just mixed up this year, it started running a hell of a lot better. So I'm thinking the gas I had at the end of last year might have been something wrong with it. Maybe the mix got off, or maybe there's some water in it or something, because it just was not running right. So these are the new glasses, and yes, I've got the coating on them. Hold on, let's see if I can do it here. You can tell I've got the coating on them because even when I turn sideways, you can still see my eyes. When I turn like this, you can see just a little reflection on the outside, but you can still see my eyes through the glasses, so you know that I got the coating on these as well. Man, it is Grand Central today. Been 35 cars by here. Normally it's not like this. A little quieter road. But anyway, that's a little life update. We'll see if I do anything else later today is worth videoing. Yeah, my father came over and put that up, or actually I helped a little bit. The hardest part was finding a stud. There's actually 4 or 5 holes up there. We're all right next to each other because it sounded like the stud was here, but of course it's over an inch, right? Because those plugs up there are on the stud. They're beside the stud, and when we hung that thing, of course we wanted it into a stud because there's no point in just putting it in a sheetrock. And we used nice long screws, but getting it lined up was the hardest part. Now you'd think, well, it's up on the roof, you know, if it's so dang easy putting them up. Well, we pulled the car out, and my dad backed his truck in here, so we stood in the bed of the truck. My father could stand up and just was right, you know, it was perfect. The height of the ceiling was perfect for him, but I had to like duck a little bit because otherwise I'd bang my head into the roof, and of course bang my head into that, and almost bang my head into this. I should trim off those zip ties because you can tell we've been Oklahoma engineering the zip ties, keep it off the chain of the garage door opener. Oh well, new toy.